And good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch, and today is the 8th of June, 2018. And as you can see, we have our new live business center up and running on my screen. Is this the final version? Well, no, not really. We're still a work in progress. Meaning, I'm working every day to try to make it so that when people come into the member area, they have a sense of community. Of course, we use the live business center to make sales and upgrade people, but I think what Worldprofit really is a community of people in business online trying to help each other, and that's what the whole purpose of this is. So it's a great way to welcome people to Worldprofit, and as you know, Worldprofit's member area is complex. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, and that's just the result of over 24 years, well, almost 24 years of being online. Very similar to what you see if anybody out there uses things like Google Analytics, Google AdWords. You go into these sites and they are complex, but that's a result of a long time in business. Tell me anybody who understands how to navigate Facebook. That thing is a massive site, right? What we're trying to do with our community and our live business center is give people starting points and say, listen, here's where you should go to learn about our services, watch the silver presentation video, that sort of thing. And we've got buttons down here for them to not only watch our presentation video, to order the silver. And all of you, I'm happy to say, probably did that, right? Like you came in here, at first you're overwhelmed, and then you might have listened to one of the monitors, or you might have just clicked on the video and watched it yourself. The thing that we do with people when they come into our, our home, is we want to make sure that they are on track, and this is the whole purpose of that, is watch the video, learn about us. We email many emails out to remind people of how to log in, what our services are. We have a hosting business, which is our silver membership, and all the tools to generate traffic and income in any program, including starting our program. And then the next stage is we have a lot of advertising packages, and those are available to everybody. And again, you are a product of the system that we use. You're here because the training works and the traffic generation works, and it has worked for over 2 decades, and it's great. So always kind of think of that when you're watching these workshops, is that you're the product of what we're teaching you, and traffic is the name of the game. That's what I say in my silver presentation video. Learning to generate traffic and leads is a secret to earning money online. Putting up a website with say a shopping cart in it, that's okay. But if you don't have traffic going to it and you don't understand how to get the right traffic there, you're going to have problems, right? And that's what we're trying to get rid of. First thing that I want to do is welcome our new silver members. They're coming in nicely this month. We're off to a very solid start. You can see we've got Linda back at the top there, Howard Martell, Greg Chadwick, all the usual names, all the usual faces. A big thank you to all the monitors for making this possible. And again, your extreme patience with the new system. We have to go here. I'm not saying that we're not going to revert back to the old system maybe for a week or 3 days or 5 days. So, you're just going to have to realize this is a transition point. But this is working. There's still work to do on it, of course, but I see communications now happening. So, hats off to everybody. We're doing great. We're starting to see some results from all of this too, which is a very important thing indeed. I'll talk to the, to silver and the monitors shortly. I'll show you some stuff that I did, because it just saves me from doing another video later. But for now, I want to talk about advertising. I want to talk about what's working. Like when you come into in as a new silver member, I'm going to assume, and maybe I shouldn't assume this because of the support tickets I've gotten this week, but I'm going to assume that if you're a new silver member and you're watching this now, you got yourself to lesson number 3 and you made sure that, and I'm going to just turn off Live Business Center. You can turn this whole thing off if you want, no problem. I'm going to make sure that you are on lesson 3 and that you've asked for your bonuses by using a support ticket. But more importantly, the bonuses are really hard to use unless you go to training on the top menu here, training, and you get started with this video. Don't just watch the video though, do the video. Okay, so you can pause it. You can even download this to your computer. You can watch it on your iPhone if you want, or anything. And all it is it's me going through a process of showing you how to join 1 or 2 sites to get started and how to promote and generate not only traffic but leads. And the leads can be used in any business. They sign up as associates, but they're your lead. You can do whatever you want. They go into your prospect manager and you have full access to email them as many different things as you want. Okay, so there's no leads that come in that only we have access to. They're all shared. We're a community, and that whole concept is something that I want to make sure that you understand. Okay. We're going to talk about solo ads, login ads. I'll give you guys some updates on the Live Business Center. But first, I want to talk to you about your marketing. And again, I'm saying, I'm assuming that you've gone in and you've gotten started. Okay, so what I'm about to talk to you about, don't do unless you've seen this first video and that you've started promoting, because you don't want to do this if you haven't gotten started yet. Okay, so it's important that you go through that video and that you get started promoting. The number one place that you go is the ad tracker to see if you're promoting properly and that you're tracking clicks. I had about 7 new silver members. One of them was, with us for quite some time, and they send in a ticket saying, I thought you guys were going to sign up associates for me. I've been promoting. So I looked at his ad tracker, and he hasn't been promoting at all. He's promoting products, which if you want to, go ahead, but he's not promoting the ad examples. So I sent him a note and I said, I think you need to watch this video again because you want to promote the landing pages. You don't want to promote product pages. So hopefully he gets that. And like I said, another 6 people were the same. They said, well, where's the money? And I'm like, well, I looked at the ad tracker and nothing's in there. So I've also sent them that. I also get people that fill in, say, 4 or 5 support tickets, rapid fire, one after another. How about this? Where do I do this? What's this? And I always say, whoa, let's slow down here for a second. Have you started the training program? And of course, I know they haven't because I look at the ad tracker and it's all zeros. So I say, all of these other tickets that you're filling out here, they're going to confuse you at this point, right? It'd be like if you signed up for Facebook. What's the first thing that you would do in Facebook? You'd probably have your own page, right? Well, you don't go in there and form a group. You don't start advertising to groups. You don't know what you're doing yet. You get your account, you verify your account, then you read the email they send you that gives you those things that you should do. Okay, so Facebook does that, right? They send you that email that says these are really important things that you should do first before creating a Facebook page or, right, promoting to groups, creating a group. You don't do any of that in Facebook until you get that email that says these are the things. So what I'm saying to you is this is what you need to start with. Don't worry about your website or anything. All of that will be taken care of. Okay? So that'll get you started just fine. So if you've done all that and you're off to the races and everything's going great, I wanted to show you a couple of tips and tricks to generate even more traffic. And the number one thing is right here under ad examples. There's like a kind of a neat little link here that says associate sources. See where it says New Associate Sources? It's a fantastic place because it is a stamp of where everybody is coming from that is signing up for Worldprofit through the landing pages. Now, these aren't your sources. They're the sources of everybody promoting the community. Okay, and this is just our sort of, think of it as a person. Every time an associate comes in to the program, it's like writing down where they came from. Like where did they, when they came to the landing page. Okay, so if you go into the ad examples here, and I'll open it up in a new tab. If I grab, say, the top one here, and I just say, let's use this as an example. If somebody comes to this page from a traffic exchange, what this page does is it has a special piece of code in it that says, where did they come from? It doesn't always work, but 90% of the time it will say, the person is on this page, they clicked on a link from another site. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, you had to get to this site somehow. You might have clicked on an email, or you might have clicked on, like, for example, in a traffic exchange, like Easy Hits for you, and it'll trace it. And when you sign up successfully, that goes in the database. So these are what were jotted down by the computer when the person signed up officially as an associate. Now, things like this right here, that's from a tracking link. That's not really going to help you. However, some of these will. For example, Easy Hits for You. That's a source that generated through an ad example an associate sign up. Okay. If you keep going down here, Pangea Group, I don't know what that is, but you might want to go and investigate it. So you can extend your marketing by going to some of these sites. Now, Leads Leap, I'm not even sure if that's in our 20 top traffic streams, well, 20 plus. You can look for it in there first, which I do advise you to do, but make notes. Just take out your notepad and start writing these things down, right? So we have Google. This is just search engine. Easy Hits for You. Rotate for All. This is one that I've paid for some advertising in. Seems to generate some good leads for us. Again, Leads Leap, a lot of that. Keeping on going down, you can see more. Okay, there's online traffic. I'm not sure what that is. And you could spend a long time in here looking at these. And it's great. It just gives you somewhere to go to look for some traffic and see what you can do. Okay, Traffic Blast. I don't know what that is. Traffic Ad Bar. That seems like a very popular one. I'm a member there. It's worked good. Best List Mailer. Okay, so you see they're all listed there. It's really good. The tracked ones, those are just members that are using trackers, so you can ignore those ones. Okay, this is just a kind of a place to go to see what's out there. Okay, now does that mean you don't use the 20 top traffic streams? No, but you don't need to use them all. Okay, and if you sign up for one and it says, well, you have to buy an upgrade to do this or that, make a note of it. You don't have to upgrade. There's no other costs involved. If you put the work into this, you're going to find that it's an incredible way to generate a tremendous amount of free traffic. Okay, and it only takes time out of your schedule to earn credits and things like that. And of course, as you join sites, they give you free credits to try their site out too. Just make sure that you stick with the ad examples. I've had some people many times come and say, well, is it okay if I design a new site, a landing page? The answer is yes, if you've been doing this for 3 months, but not advisable to take on that expense if you're new to the program. Okay, that's probably something that you don't want to do. Okay. Let's talk about where sales come from. For example, I've got my little drawing board up here. What I showed you earlier was a landing page, right? This is a landing page, and people fill out their name and their email, okay? And they go and they sign up for Worldprofit. Does that make sense so far? Are you guys okay with that? So they come to a page like this, and when they fill this out, they become a member of Worldprofit as an associate. Does that make sense to everybody? Because if it doesn't, I can explain it better. I know there are a lot of people that have just started, and this can be a challenge to understand the whole sort of concept of landing page, sign up equals lead. The reason it can be a difficult concept is because you have been on the other end of it for, it could be many years now, and not known it, right? Like when you, for example, when you go to a site that, a safe list or traffic exchange or Facebook, you sign up using a page similar to this, right? There's some words up here, and then there's only one thing you can do on the page. So if you want to join Facebook, you go to facebook.com. All it says is, here's the form, fill it out, and you become a lead for Facebook. So you're probably used to being on the other end of this process. What we're trying to teach you to do is understand that if you run this process and you sign up associates in Worldprofit, they're all assigned to you. And then you have a list of associates. Now, the important thing to get from this is what we like to do is I've shown you under the associate sources where people are signing up from. And that's a good thing to know. But how about where people are signing up from that upgrade to silver? Wouldn't that be a good thing to know? You know, think about it. Where are the people coming from that are upgrading? Well, you have access to your own upgrades because you can check your email, right? That you get when they upgrade to silver. It says their associate ID, their name. You can look them all up in your back office. But that's. Let me just show you in general where people are coming from, and that way you can say to yourself, "Oh, okay, this is good to know." So I'm going to put these on here, and I'm not sure. I think I can do text here. There's one. Okay. You see this one? It's called European Safe List. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to say, I'm not sure if I can move this around. I probably can't. There. So, okay, so you see this? European Safe List. This is just an example. I guess that's as big as it goes. There we go. This is an example that somebody signed up on one of our landing pages by clicking on an advertisement that a silver member did by following the bootcamp training. They placed an ad in European Safe List, and somebody clicked on the ad to earn credits, and they signed up as an associate, and then they upgraded to silver. Okay? So that means, oops, it's hard to get the arrow back. I'm not quite sure how you just get a simple pointer. There we go. Yes, there we go. So that person then became a silver member. Okay? So that's a good thing to know. From a marketing point of view, you know, where'd this person come from? Well, they came from European Safe List. Let's look at another one. Here's one that I'm sure that you guys will all know really well. Let me know if you've heard of this one. Facebook. So advertising in Facebook is a good idea in places like Facebook groups. There is also an advertising program with Facebook, and it works. We've had a lot of people, not only, and remember, these aren't just sources of people signing up. These are sources of people signing up, then upgrading to silver. Okay, so these are good things to know. Let me go into another one here. Here's just, and I'm just pulling these out as I see them. Okay, so they're not in any special preferential thing or anything like that. They're just things that happen. Okay, Rocket Mails. Rocket-Mails. I've never heard of that one. But this is a good example of somebody diversifying their marketing. Right? They probably went to our Facebook group and found out about this. That's very possible. How do you get to our Facebook group? Well, if you go to the homepage here, and you'll see under the message center that it says Facebook group. So if you click on that link, you can sign up for our Facebook group and get a lot of ideas about where to promote. Okay, so that's where that's coming from, you know, our Facebook group. Rocket mails. That's just an example. Let's go to another one. And remember, these are not only sources where people have signed up. These are sources where people signed up and upgraded. So this speaks to quality, right? You're getting good quality leads, people that are real, people that are coming in, right? Let's look at another one here. I'm going to put it down here because I'm running out of space here. List surfing. I think that's Daryl. I don't remember his last name, but I think he's the owner of that site. Okay, so list surfing seems like a good one. How about this one? Here's another one. Free advertising for you. Darren, that's it. Darren Orlander. All right, free advertising for you. All right, that's just another example, and we'll keep going here because I want you guys to see this. Here's another one. Here's another source of leads. Now, I'm just going to start posting these all over here because I'm, going to pick my spots here. So this is an example. It's called viraladstore.com. I don't recall that one, but that's a source. Let's go to another one. And I don't know these places. Many of them I don't know, so I'm just posting them here. These are sales. People came from these sites and they purchased silver. My advertising pays. Interesting. Okay, my advertising pays. Yeah, put this one over here. Wonderful. Okay. Do you folks have questions about this? Because this is really important stuff here. This is how you make money, is by having an idea of where upgrades are coming from, where associates are signing up. Now, these sources are where people upgraded to silver. I can't tell you the sources that you might have made sales to, right, through your own programs. But these are just a few. Okay, so here's another one. I don't know anything about this one, so I'm going to post it. Looks like a good one to me. A hits. I guess it's better than B hits. So there you go. There's one. Here, let's look at another one. Now, how do you learn about these? How do you learn to find these? Well, number one, you come to the workshops, but number two, when you sign up for different safe lists and exchanges, you will be at the other end of a lot of advertising. Are you not to sign up for anything? Of course not. If you find something that really interests you, that you think is something, you can always try different sites to advertise. That's why many of these aren't in our lists, right? And that is a great way to test, because when you sign up for a new site, they give you free credits. They all do. That way you can go in there and play around and see if this is something that you want to try. Okay? What I'm hoping you get from this is that this is establishing a way to run your own business successfully forever. These are just a few sites. There are probably over 500 really good quality sites out there, okay, that you can discover. There is one of my favorite sites that I believe Darren Orlander owns. I'm very sure he owns this. It's under, I believe I put it under Cool Tools. And it's called, well, this is a good place too. IBO Toolbox, great place. If you're going to join anything, join there. This, just as an aside, JitBit is great for speeding up your advertising. There's a little demo video here. And Postbox is a great way to organize your email. However, the place that I am trying to get you to look at is Let me see if it's even in here. Oh boy. I'm going to go back to the top here. I think it's just under. Let me go under the traffic streams here. I think it'll be under exchanges. There it is down here, traffic codecs. This is a really good one to kind of get you going in all kinds of different directions with free credits. Traffic codecs is traffic codes. You sign up for it, and then as a member, you have access to codes, just like a Groupon. And they're codes that are posted by the owners of traffic exchanges and safe lists to get you to join there. Just like Groupon, it's the same concept, right? You give out promo codes so people come in and try your services. The whole concept was, I don't know if it wasn't really started by Groupon, but they kind of jumped on it and turned it into something that everybody now knows is very common. Get people into the door with coupons. Stores, have been doing. Oh, almost sneezed there. Excuse me. Stores have been doing this for many years with food coupons, right? So try that out. That's going to get you some advertising. But remember to just watch that first training video. That gets you going. That gets you started. You see my notepad right here? The first training video that I do insists that you get a notepad and take notes as you're going along and doing different things. I've got a whole bunch of notepads, believe me. Yeah, they're great to have, okay? Do you folks have any questions about any of that? Because next I want to talk to you about paid advertising. Like say that you wanted to advertise and you had some money. Where would I say to go? Well, the number one place for me that's within a decent budget are things called login ads. Okay, and I'll give you an example just as a quick example here. State-of-the-art mailer, Brad Webb. If you go here and I log in, okay, so I bring it up here and I say I want to log in. I use my Robo form, it logs me in. And you see how there's a little active full page ads. It says 12 seconds to receive 25 credits. Okay, and this is crazy good traffic. This is one of my safe list designs here, which is really nice to see. This is a great way to spend your advertising money if you have it. Login ads. They're my favorite because they're simple. What happens is before you get logged into a site, they show you an ad, but they also say to you, if you don't want to look at the ad, no problem, just go to the member area. Okay? And then you click here, go to the member area. And do you see how they're giving me another chance to see an ad? No problem. If I don't want to see the ad, I click no thanks, take me to my member page. Or if I want to stay here and look at the ad, I can. Very effective because it puts the ad right there and it's usually really cheap. It doesn't cost a tremendous amount of money. And exactly what Joyce is saying, I'm here because I'm interested in state-of-the-art mailer. I want to get in here and use my mailer. Well, when you use a landing page or a squeeze page, which is what is in that first training video, teaches you about the concept. Do you notice on this page there's only one thing that I can do? Name, email, phone. That's it. Notice there's nothing else I can do on this page. So then you continue and maybe they'll show me another login ad. Oh, they just did two. That's fine. All right. The other thing that you can spend money on that I think is a good idea, and I'm not saying only at this website, don't get me wrong, this applies to traffic exchanges, safe lists in general. I'm just using this as an example because the guy that runs this is an absolute above board guy. He runs a solid, stable business. So if you're gonna, any of these sites in here, safe lists or traffic exchanges are fine, okay? We spend money with them, we have deals with them all the time and everything, and it's great, okay? Now, to advertise, you can do solo ads, purchase a golden solo. I like solo ads because in safe lists, they're a little cheaper. People are given an incentive to click on solo ads by saying, if you click on this ad, we'll give you more credits than for another normal mail, right? So if you go in here and you say, I'm gonna just send out an email through my emailer, that's great, nothing wrong with that. But if you pay for a solo ad, the system will say, this is a solo ad, you get more credits for clicking on it. So you just get more clicks. Okay? So solo ads are good. Now, and they're very trackable, right? Every time somebody signs up, it'll say they came from state-of-the-art mailer because people are clicking on links from their email. All right? Things to watch for. All right? So I'm just to summarize, I really like login ads and I really like solo ads. All right? Now, I want to tell you what to be careful about. Okay, do I have everybody's attention? Because this is really super important. As one of the founders of this company, I've seen leads come in from everybody for over 20 years. The list is in the millions of leads. I've seen them all. There are places online that will offer to sell you a solo ad, right? And they'll charge you anywhere from $20 to $50 and up. Be careful with sites like that because they're not safe lists, they're not traffic exchanges, they're just selling solos. Now some of them sell solos to a whole bunch of sites, such as this. I like these ones. Okay, when they say, we'll send a solo out to our network of solos, all these sites are going to go solo. It's very traceable that way. That's very good. But here's the thing. When you do a solo and you're not quite sure of where the solo is going, before you purchase a solo, and they just say, we're just going to send your solo ad out to our Aweber list or something, that's fine. Get on the list first. Say to them, I want your sign-up form to your list. I want to see my ad go out. If they say no, they're gone instantly. Do not purchase from them. If they guarantee you sign-ups, run. Run as fast as you can. Do not trust them. Because they're going to say, we're going to guarantee you 1,000 clicks. We're going to guarantee you 100 sign-ups. That's garbage. Doesn't exist. It looks good, but it's no good. Okay? Just like Rich Moyer is saying, super solo networks are awesome. That's what this is. It's a network. You can trace it. You can sign up for anything you want. You can see your ads go out. It's all above board, right? Because you're part of the membership of anyone you want. See, you got to sign up for their site. So if it's a general solo where they say you go to it, and I'm going to just hit the refresh here because this is really important. I've seen people get taken for these things so badly, it's really a shame. So what we've come to the conclusion is if it's a solo ad network, so we're going to say a solo ad network, fine. I like those. So a whole bunch of sites, right? They say, we're going to send your ad out to 25 sites. Great. That's a good solo. I'm good with that. If they say, I'm going to send your solo out to my list that I own and I operate, okay, so you're going to, like an Aweber, get yourself on the list. I want to be on that list. See the ad go out. That's cool. If they say they're going to give you 1,000 clicks, and they're going to give you 200 signups, run. If you purchase a solo ad and you don't get on their list and you just do it, I just want you to remember one thing. If you get a whole bunch of signups, and really listen to this, and every single one of them just fill out their first name. So they come in here and they say Joe, and they put in their email. But you get a whole bunch in a row that are all first names only. So it's like Joe, Bill. And there's never a last name. They're just like 20 in a row, all the first name. Garbage, get your money back. You're being ripped off. Okay? Who answers an ad, especially 20 in a row, and only puts their first name in? So look for patterns. Okay? It's easy to scramble IP addresses, and it's easy to scramble browser signatures. And I know I've lost most of you there, but just listen, hear me out. That's easy to do. But what often happens with the people that fill this form out using an automated program, they just get the first name in because it says name. I did that years ago to get rid of this problem, to show people patterns. Notice we don't have first name, last name. If it said first name, last name, you would always have first name, last name. Because when they purposely fill out the form, and they do this, they will fill out the fields. It's very hard for programmers to do the last name because they got to put a space in there. Right? A little trick of mine. So, no way. Get your money refunded. Okay? That's no good. 20 in a row. First name, first name, first name, first name, first name, first name. Out. Get out of that one. Okay? Exactly. They look so real. And you can see them in the member area if you're using like live sales chat or something, but they always mysteriously disappear. Now, you might get a response from one of them. That's the kicker. Why? Well, they probably filled out a form 6 months ago. Right? How do I know that? I happen to have a lot of leads. I purchase leads all the time, but these aren't leads that you fill into a form and not tell them. Okay? I have so many leads, it's not even funny. Thousands of them, millions of leads in here. See this? August 2017. These are loaded with people that can easily be put into a spreadsheet and just loaded in at will. Look at this. Denise, there's an email, etc. Okay? So, thinking how do they get all these and why do some of them respond? It's because probably 6 months ago, 3 months ago, they responded to a general ad through a company like Lead Power and they were purchased by this person and now, so that they can get your money over and over again for their solo ad system. Right? They're not going to take $60 from you and not give you leads. No way. Same with this guy up here. He's going to give you 1,000 clicks. Oh, he'll give you 200. I could give you 200. It's a joke, right? It's easy to set these things up. That's why these are the ones that you want to go with. Solo ad networks, people with Aweber get response lists. As soon as you say to them, can you please send me to the form so I can get on your list? They send you the form. They go, yep, you can sign up right there. And then you start getting their ads and go, wow, this is really good. Solo ad networks are awesome because you see their solo ad, right? You go in and you say, okay, so where's my ad going to go? And you go, well, it's going to go to this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And oh, if you want to sign up, you can sign up right here. It's no problem. And you'll see your ad go up. Okay. Are there any questions about this? Because this workshop is extremely important to your success because you're going to see 1 million sites that do this one. And this one is, in all the years, I'm going to give you 1,000 clicks, I'm going to give you 200 signups. And of course, they only want $32, right? It's almost nothing. The people that are sending out real ads are not going to guarantee you signups. They're just going to say, well, send your ad out. You might get some signups, I would hope you would. I mean, you should. But they're not going to give you any guarantees. They're going to say, I'm going to guarantee I'm going to send the ad out. Just like Rich Moyer has a solo ad network. He's going to send your ad out to the network. You know he will, right? Because you can be in the network and receive them. And like Sandy Hunter is saying, this is critical information, valuable in helping people get value for their advertising dollar. Saving people time and frustration and money. Yes. How many signups do we get in a day? 400. How many are real? 75. Okay, that's why I'm doing this. We get over 300 signups a day that are not real. Now, do you guys do it? No, 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 no. They just come from all over the place. You wouldn't believe it. And Ronald says, what if they generate so many clicks? Again, Ronald, the key to that is looking for patterns. If everybody that signs up with one name only, don't you kind of scratch your head? Wouldn't you kind of go, okay, so hang on a minute. I'm sending 500 clicks to this page, and I'm signing up 60 people. Why are they only signing up with their first name? Things that make you go, That doesn't make you go, It makes me go, When you see real signups, oh, they even misspell their name. They'll go, Joe Billson and whatever. They'll have spaces here too, right? And they won't capitalize their name. And then the next person that comes in will say, I'm Phil B. Period. That kind of thing. You see, just normal stuff. And then you might see one or two people just say, George. I'm George. I'm not giving you my last name. That's fine. But when you see a pattern of 20 in a row that all do their first name only, and they're very neat and just tidy, right? All the way down, run. Okay? Gary, that's a good question. No, there's no way. No, there's no way. We used to use the Google reCAPTCHA, but if you pick up the phone and call India, hello, India, and they go, yes, how may I assist you? Do you have human CAPTCHA solvers that are fluent in English? And they go, we've got all you want. How many would you like? And you go, I'd like to solve 500 CAPTCHAs. And this is what the fake solo people do. And the guy in India says, oh, we'd be more than happy to assist you. That'll cost $5. Right? So, just saying, be careful. Okay, so take care of your wallet. And again, I love login ads. I love solo ads to solo ad networks and things like that. And they do work. And I like sending solos out to places like state-of-the-art mailer or other safe lists. Okay, they're good too. They're very, very high quality. Now, what I want to talk to you about is support. If you're ever wondering about something or you're confused, or you know somebody who's confused, have them fill out a support ticket. I put a button up here. It says support. It just floats there. No matter where you are in the member area, you got to see it. So then you click on support. Okay? And then we'll help you. We get a lot of support tickets in a day, which is great. We're always happy with that. Now I want to talk to sort of the monitors about this. And again, if you're new and you have a question, go ahead and just fill it in. Okay, fill in the little chat area here. I've got 2 windows I can watch. What I've done with the Live Business Center is I'm going to be doing an update today, just so you know, Linda and all the people. The names that are going in here are being attached to an ID, and that ID keeps changing without you knowing. And is it your fault? No. Is it cookies? No. It's none of that. It's just I'm going to be updating that so that when, for example, when Lee Shaw logs in, it will tie into his ID. And same with Gary Waters, same with Fran, everybody, even me. When I log in, it'll be tied to my ID number because that's unique. I have a button here even for monitors. If you don't need to see the monitor, you don't have to click this. Okay, so this will bring up the monitor video. It's better if you just leave it turned off. For example, what I'll do here, if you're not using it, because it's just sending a video out to, you're not watching it, right? So I've got on off really here. Now associates see this. Okay, they see get live help and they can click here and Bobby Joe will come up, or they can click here. Okay, it's the same thing. So as a monitor, make sure that you understand that when they first come in here, they don't see the video, right? They're just chatting. If they want to see you in video, they will click on the purple button. I made it purple so that it's obvious. I don't think anything else on the page is purple. So look for purple. The reason? Money. The new system costs money every single time somebody turns on the video. And that's fine. It's not a lot of money, but it's money. And we're trying to save as much as possible. With the other system that we've had for over a decade, you know, Live Business Center, it didn't cost anything. Completely free. So the world's a-changing. And the chat is the same. That's why it says right here, turn off Live Business Center. So they can just turn it off if they want. The names update every 60 seconds. Okay, so if you are in here as a monitor or as a silver member, I put a refresh here so that it can refresh. I think this will get fixed when I update the IDs. Okay, but the way this system works is it's using a cloud server, and so is the video. They're using cloud servers that are out in the cloud. And you can see, like Gwen Edge just came online there. It takes 60 seconds to update. So every 60 seconds, it updates in your browser. So everybody is kind of synchronizing all the time, right? So there can be some lag in it. And sometimes, depending on, you know, this is a very new system, you just click, if you're a monitor and you just want to make sure you're seeing people that are really there, you just hit refresh chat. If it only shows your name up there, just hit refresh again. That's all. All right. And Bobby Nichols says, Linda, are you watching and listening to George right now? Absolutely. So, and this goes for the monitors. If you're a monitor and somebody comes in and you start talking to them, you're probably wasting your time because they can't hear you. So when you say, are you, you know, say that I'm the monitor right now and I say, hey, Larry, can you see and hear me? Well, if he can't see and hear you, you're just talking to air. You want to type it out, right? You want to say, Larry, and then you can use JitBit for the rest, right? Because you have that saved or you paste the same thing in there, okay? So the best thing to do is lead with the name. You don't even need to type their name. You just double click on their name and copy it to your clipboard, and then you just paste it in here. So you don't have to type names out, right? That'd take a long time. So if you wanted to use this guy's name, you just highlight his name, you right click, say copy, and then you can just paste it in there, right? Just saves you time, that's all. Is there going to be a point in time where it'll be easier? Of course there will. That's why we're sort of in the beta phase right now, and I'm just trying to create a stable, solid system, which we've been running now for 5 days quite well. We may be reverting back to the old Live Business Center temporarily because I have to do some testing and things that you don't want to be in there because it might crash. Okay, so I'll send a note out to the monitors to let them know, and then we'll go back to the old system just temporarily. All right. A lot of this is, and I want to show you something here because you guys are going to be pretty impressed with this. I use a company called PubNub to do some of our chat stuff, and I thought you'd find this interesting. Just some of the numbers, just because I think it's really neat. If we log in, I'm pretty sure. Seems like they're a little slow today, but hopefully they load up. And Tanya Vic, that's a good question. As soon as my Chrome browser here stops crashing on me, I will bring up something to show you. What you want to do, Tanya, is under See Live Sponsors, what you can do is you can block them in there. All right, so if you see somebody kind of posting things that you don't like, you could just click on the block. You see where it says approved up here? Just click block. That'll block them. Okay. If you're having more of a problem than that, just fill out a support ticket and let us know, and then I can permanently make sure that they're blocked, and they'll not be able to come back in again. That's why I you know, with the putting in links, I got rid of that because of that. You know, you don't want to entice people to do that because they will. People come in every day and they'll just start posting links. The links don't work. You'd have to copy and paste the link. No, nobody does that. Right? They're too lazy to. So am I. I will if you give me a link, of course. But there. So just give you an idea of what we're looking like for numbers. I still have this account set in free mode, but just to give you an idea of the usage, if you think the Live Business Center isn't very busy, do you see our messages? These are devices per day, 500. Okay, so we have 500 devices per day on average. Okay, we had 550 there, 497, 495, 512. And look at the messages that we're publishing in a day. 274,000 subscribes to messages. That's a lot. Okay, so it just gives you an idea. We've got a total message of 2.7 million, 1.5 million subscribes. That's something. Those are big numbers, right? So it shows you this new system is working. We're getting a lot of people in there. Function executions, this is just how many times we're actually getting the system to do something. 40,000 times. Like, this is so fast. It's really is something, okay? So we're doing really well. Same thing with our video services. The video costs a lot more than chat. Chat is expensive. I still have, don't worry, I get a bill for all this. It's not going to be too great, but hey, it's for Worldprofit. Okay, so just letting you know that this is a really good project and it's going very well. Okay. So if you're in the LBC and you want to see the video, you can turn it on anytime you want. Okay. If you're a monitor, obviously you have video on. You know, when you're on monitor duty. For silver members, non-monitors, people, they can click the link if they, or the button if they want to get some help or anything like that. But what I'm saying is when somebody comes in here and you're just talking to them, you're wasting your time. What you want to do is this here. You see where it says what Bobby Nichols just posted? Eunice Mary, click here to get help. That's exactly what you want to do. Click live help. Get live help. Okay, see how it says get live help? Then when they do that, they will type in and say, hi, I can see you, or that kind of a thing. Or they might just type and they might say, I don't know where the button is or whatever, but you can dialogue with them in the chat. Okay? You're probably wondering, well, why is George doing that? The reason is very simple. When we had the video come on automatically, to 300 bots, we got charged for that. And that was a lot of money. I'm not going to tell you how much. It was a lot of money. Especially for bots, fake signups that we just discussed for a half hour. When they come in, they're still computers. Is there a human on the computer? No, it's run by a robot, right? A bot. And we would get charged for broadcasting to them. And they don't exist. That's why I've spent so much time today on this. I want to show you guys how extremely important it is to put your money wisely into advertising. The 1,000 clicks and the 200 signups is just that's a wash. You're getting ripped off. Okay? So be careful. But now that I've got these buttons in place, it's great. It really is working good because now we're talking to people that are really there. Right? Are you guys you getting good with that? Nice to know. Yep. Get live help. Good, Glenn. Yep. This is a learning process. And the colors are set in stone for now. You can't change them. Those are things that may come in the future, of course. You know, where you can customize what your picture, you know, or not your picture, but your colors show as and stuff like that. Some of the LP ad examples say 17-year-old. If you let me know about those, I'll fix them because I can put that in dynamically so it'll update every year. So if you fill out a support ticket and let me know, I will fix those lickety-split. Yeah, thanks, Fran. Are there any other questions about anything? I see people are typing, so I'll wait patiently. Yes, Tanya, the new system is really good, but the reason that is, I'm trying to make it so that it's a super high quality system where people that come in are real. And you'll know they're real because they'll type back to you. Some people don't type. They don't want to be bothered with chat. That's fine. There's no problem with that. But we're going to find, I think, that the quality of people coming in are better. Yeah, it is easy. I hope it is. It works on all devices. That's the big thing here. It really is. The old system, which I wish we could keep it. I really do. It was super cheap to run, and I could put it on 100 sites, and it ran great. This one, not so easy. Not so easy at all. And Lee Shaw, like private chat, I'm working on it. I am working on it. Glenn, I wouldn't worry about it. I think if somebody said, you're talking to me, they can just turn the video off, right? Everybody has this button here, Glenn. So you see how it says video off in red? They just click that button. Click, video goes off instantly. So they don't need to worry about muting. I don't know why somebody would want a person's picture up there and mute it. It seems like a kind of a weird thing, but just tell them, listen, if I'm bugging you, as a monitor, just say there's a button underneath me. You can just, take me out. I won't bug you no more. Okay? And the new silver sign-up list below, and it would not open. I don't really know what that is. The new silver sign-up list below. Don't really know what that means. Yeah, can you just maybe be more specific? I don't know what you're talking about. Under the live video area. Okay, under here, get live help. Click the button above. And then you have the order silver. So for the monitors, okay, if you're a monitor, you don't need to click on these links. These are just to show you where they are for associates. So if you're an associate, this is what you see. I just want the monitors to kind of see the same idea. That's all. And the turn off live business center is at the bottom. They can always turn this off. They can use this link too. A little redundant, but I thought I'd leave it in there for now. Yes, and Carol, you should only be focused on getting started with your promotion. All right, so stick with my video under training, and then 20 traffic streams and ad examples. Those are the only ones that you really should be focused on at this point in time. That way you can get started. And Linda, no, there's no way at this point in time to know if they clicked on that Get Live Help, other than them saying, yes, now I see you and I hear you. You could create a little statement to that effect too. Like for me, what I would do is I would just have a short one that would say, Eunice, click Live Help if you wish to see the monitor on duty. Then I would say this, chat to me when you see and hear me to confirm. That's probably what I would rather do. Something short. I know you guys have these long posts in there. I would keep them very short and simple. you know, just like bang, bang. That's how Twitter was created. I gotta say, Twitter, that was brilliant. That was an ingenious move because people, they have their phone, right? And they're like this, you know, the new world is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, hello, you know, hit me in the head with a pie, you know, that kind of thing. This is what the new world is. It's one short line, okay? So Eunice, click live help, the purple button, you know, that kind of a thing. And honestly, if it's longer than a Twitter, I wouldn't do it. I just like confirm. I love Wallace Johnson. Communicate first, then do the other stuff. Okay? So Eunice, if you want to see and hear me, click the purple Get Live Help button and confirm in chat that you did so. That's it. And if they don't want to see you, they don't have to. They can just chat to you. You know, that kind of thing. That's all I can say. I like really short messages. You know, have you seen the video? Like once you've got communication established, right? Say Eunice says, yes, I see and hear you. Oh, perfect. Have you watched the video? It's the green button. Right above the little chat window area. If you haven't, you should go watch it. And then come back here. That kind of thing. Just little pieces, right? Little tiny lines of information. Action lines too, right? Action. That's right. Click live help if you wish to see the monitor on duty. Chat to me when you see and hear me to confirm. You can even say, or just chat. I'm here to help you in whatever way you want, right? That's the sort of thing. That's right. Each of you come up with your own, you know, or Linda, when you guys are really happy with a couple of things, send it to me and I'll put it in the monitor script. You see this monitor script? And a huge thank you to Linda Elsie. She's the one that's done this stuff here. Like when you see this greeting, whether they want, Linda does all this. She takes her time, she types this out, she sends it to me and everything. And you can use these. Once you've established communication with someone, oh, well, you can send them as long as you want, right? There's no problem with that. But personally, I like to establish communication first. And then I like to figure out, can they see and hear me? Great. Or are they just chatting? Fine, either way is fine. You know, and then we'll go from there. Looks like I got to end the recording now. We're over an hour. Okay. So I'm going to end the recording here. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know. I'm always happy to help. Okay.